Hello YouTube, my name's Marie. Today I'm going to do a first impression review video for the first 3 episodes of Love with Flaws. So what is Love with Flaws actually about? PE teacher, a female PE teacher who grew up in a household with 3 brothers and they're all incredibly good looking. Like her family is a bunch of good looking men. Had an effect on her, you know, she's very cautious of good looking, handsome suitors. She tends to find the non-conventionally attractive people more attractive because she just sees the attention and how her brothers act. So that's the female lead, and then she gets involved with our male lead, who is a conventionally attractive, rich, like well-to-do man, and they have some history to things that happened during high school, and he's got trauma. And okay, let's talk about this, okay? So Love with Flaws, there is nothing specifically wrong with it. In fact, while I was watching it, I found the synopsis, like the setup and the characters and like the setting itself, everything's very comfortable, and it has this quality where if I were to keep watching, I feel like every episode would just improve and just get better and better and better, and I would just fall in love with the characters more and more and more. You know, like it has that feeling like this is a show that's gonna just get better as you watch it, whereas the beginning is just slightly mediocre. But my biggest problem, and the thing I just really wanted to talk about the most because it's my strongest feelings and impression about the show, is its form of humor. There are certain moments that are funny, like our female lead is kind of upset, and in the first episode she visits her brother who's a bartender. And, you know, our female lead, she's not bad looking. I actually think she's quite pretty, and I think she's got a great personality, and I really like her attitude. Like, I just find her attractive. And she's in this bar, and she's like, I've lost it. Like, why aren't these guys, like, falling for my charms and stuff? And her brother, the bartender, is like, this is a gay bar. Like, there's certain moments like that I did chuckle. I thought it was quite funny. But the majority of the humor is literal potty humor. Our male lead has some trauma, and when he's triggered, his physiological response is to have some diarrhea. Like, it was so in your face, like it was so heavy-handed, like this type of potty humor just dominated the entire show. And so I sat down with my dinner to give episode 4 a watch, and I think I only watched 15 minutes of episode 4 because it starts off right away again with potty humor and with him holding in his shit, and I just can't do it. Like, I actually felt ill. Like, I was like, I'm no longer hungry, I've lost my appetite, I just can't do it. With K-dramas, there's a certain amount of potty humor that I feel like you actually have to just put up with. It seems like potty humor is just part of Korean comedy. Hate it, but it's there. So it's like every show, I feel like there's some reference at some point in the show to having the shits, and every time I cringe. But with this show in particular, it's such a focal point. It's so upfront and in your face and constant. I just can't handle it. So that is basically all I wanted to talk about, where I think the characters have some interesting setups. Like, if this were another show that didn't have such a focus on the potty humor, I probably would have kept watching more because I would have wanted to see how the leads interacted, especially with their separate setup. But for me personally, I can't handle the potty humor. I can't. I can't do it. You know those people who can't watch someone else throw up because they'll throw up? I feel like I'm gonna throw up when there's potty humor. Like, I'm out, like tapping out, get me out of here. Have a good day. Have a good night. Bye.